Heiny.
Yes.
So last time.
Long.
So last time, everybody, you all,
Sorry.
I grabbed someone by the throat and I shake him.
No.
So last time, you all decided that you were going to continue your plan to try to get into the castle using the seal you bought
Mm-hmm.
with money.
Uh-huh.
I believe you mean we found it.
No,
Sure.
you bought it.
Uh-huh.
No, you bought it. I'm speaking truth here. I'm not spreading your lies.
We paid a guy who told us where it
Yes.
would be.
Thus, I said you bought it.
No, we bought information.
Sure. Semantics. Anyway. You all then proceeded toward the gate, or at least a small group of you, to scout it out and see what you could do. That which included Wei, Adam, and Lyle. Yes, it was Lyle who went as well. Everyone else chilled at a cafe for a little bit and watched the gate. Upon entering, you were taken to the throne room, or the antechamber, and were regarded with suspicion, but then you clarified some things, and thus were able to get in contact with your boy, Alden.
Boy.
Your boy.
After
He
being
vouched
terrified
for
by a
you?
large man.
Yes, he is very large. He came in, he vouched for you and your authenticity, even granted you actual authenticity to a degree, and that you keep the seal as more of an official capacity.
After ratting us out, asshole.
Well, maybe you should call him on that later. If you have such a problem with it, boy.
I will. He's gonna get it.
All right, good. Then you should remember that. And if you don't, I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna call your shit. Call you a bluff. You fuck.
Damn.
Now shush, as I continue.
Okay.
Then, upon also meeting the general of this nation, a general or commander of this nation, who goes by the name Red Hawk, a famous mercenary who has recently taken up residence over the course of a year, I believe I've said.
Hey, Majay.
What?
It was the Bloody Hawk.
The Bloody Hawk, that's correct. God, I need to choose different names.
I wasn't
he was
sure.
a,
I wasn't
he
sure
was
if he
a
had a
bird.
regular name or not.
He does.
You're getting a little mixed up with the Crimson Hawks. The bad
Yes,
guys.
because I was stupid and gave the hawks to everyone because I'm dumb. Don't criticize me. I'll cry.
I have an idea. Why
Yeah, what's up?
Why don't you call him the Red Rooster instead? That's a bird.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, could have picked any other bird, but no.
Big red cock.
Well, you know.
The Red
yes.
Robin.
Well,
You see what I was
God,
going to do there?
I hate all of you. Anyway,
Oh my God.
you were introduced then to the Empress of this nation, but you never saw her face. I will
Which is
give.
a bug. I swear to God.
I will give you all an additional bit of information later once I finish this recap as an apology for not giving you more when you did that check before, Sorum. You will get an extra bit of information later that I will give you. Okay, so you spoke with her, and she informed you of the situation, that she is aware of the current problems with the Tengri tribe that Tori is from, because they are causing some trouble, and then she's been approached and been informed about some issues they are causing and needs to address, but also has a problem with the Crimson Hawks, because they are fucking around, and they killed an Order of the Last Tower agent who she had asked to go investigate them, and then was killed. So that's not good. And then has called in Alden. Oh yes, there was that. And then had tapped Alden to assist her in some matters, and now he has tapped all of you to assist him in assisting her, so that she can also assist you.
So much assisting.
And my brain. Okay. Anywho, you questioned some things about her and her stature and
Her hotness.
her hotness. You were told that she was hot by the general, who apparently is having sex with her. Who knows?
Yeah, there's something weird going on there. Something steamy.
Yeah, his nickname should be the Queen Slayer. Ha!
Dear God.
More like Crimson Cock, am I right? Wait.
Jesus.
No.
And
See,
she
this
has.
is why he should be named the Red Rooster.
I'm gonna stab you.
Okay.
And thus, you have been offered a place to stay in the castle after saying that you would assist. So you all have a place to stay in the castle for the duration of your stay, so long as you don't do something bad. I guess.
I mean, it's a little late for that.
You haven't yet, in her eyes, or their eyes.
Ish.
Who knows? Ish. Did I miss anything?
Um,
Oh, we found out who the you all found out who the emperor was.
Oh yeah. Our boy.
Oh, yeah.
We did find yes.
Cool guy.
Yes. Cool guy. Nunchucks and orange hair, and had a lot of wives.
Mm-hmm.
Who could he be?
94.
Who could he be?
I don't know.
God, he looks so familiar.
Certainly not a good ruler. That's for one thing.
Well, that's a given. I mean, probably.
I mean, look
Why
at the
would you
state of
say
this.
that though?
Look at the state of this nation. You think this is good?
I mean, if I was around, probably not. But I mean, I'm just a bird person. What do I know?
What do you know? Did I miss anything? Does anyone recall anything that I missed?
At the very end, there was some talk about the Pandora's box that they found in the lizard.
Oh yes, that's right. You'll learn from Alden that the thing that you found in the crypt, at least those of you who were present, way back when, that the lizardman, that weighs Mr. Pommel? Was his Pommel? It was the hilt of that sword. Had the keystone to activate that door. And you all went inside and found this tomb full of plants, which was weird, and then found this crypt with a coffin that was sealed, and you were told that something dangerous is inside. And you found out from Alden, after informing him of this, after he got very freaked out, and very skittish, and very insistent on learning where the fuck that is, told you that the thing inside of there, if you had released it, would have damned the world.
I mean,
Yeah, we're good at that.
But you
it
didn't,
just
so
sounds like
good on you.
another Sunday, so, you know.
I was gonna say that's usually how it goes for our crews.
If you think that,
We did manage to not end the world, so bully for us.
I don't think he told you anything else about it. Beyond the fact that it was incredibly bad, and it's good that you didn't let it out.
We pressed him a
Well-
lot, but that was all he gave up, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was like it would damn the world, and it was like
He'd
Well,
be
he
the way he talked about it, it was almost like it was some sort of disease, but not at the same time. So
I mean, he did explain. He kind of just reiterated what the docent had told us before. That it was like tied to someone's wife.
He told you that it also was the cause of the end of the civilization that all these ruins are from.
Yeah.
He did tell you that.
Mhm.
He said we would have most certainly died.
Yes. Correct. All right. I think that's it. Now, the bit of extra information that I'm going to give you now, Sorum. In regards to the Empress and her identity, there is an interesting fact that you recall, through some means I will let you decide, that you recall that her predecessor, her mother presumably, did not hide her face. Her face is well known. She did have red hair. She had green eyes. That is widely known. She was not as scarred as the late Empress, but she looked very similar, or at least had a family resemblance.
Enchilada.
Hmm.
It was 200 years ago. Enchilada is dead.
Fuck.
Don't say that.
no, this
I'm afraid-
was
Don't say that. She's,
Time is merciless.
she
I don't know,
is.
man. I'm still getting enchiladas to this day. I think she lives on.
She lives on through the enchilada.
Yeah, but this is like a couple generations removed. She's like microwave burrito.
If I was making sure she's still alive, it's okay. I'm gonna accept the lore that you can just buy an enchilada. Anyone can just buy one.
Okay.
Maj, I have a question.
Yes,
Why is Eldon still Godzilla?
because I think it's funny.
You know
I
what?
have no other reason.
That's fair.
We need to fly the owl into his mouth and blow him up. It's the only way. Boom.
Alden is dead. You killed Alden.
I miss him.
Congratulations.
I miss him
No.
already.
Yay!
I think that the princess may have red hair and green eyes. I don't know. That's what Tori says to herself. To no one in particular.
Maybe.
Are we?
You don't know.
Do we want to start playing the game now?
Please.
I mean, that's up to you.
This is the game.
We're 10 minutes
Yes.
in, and we're still in the shenanigans and recap. I think it's...
All the game, boy.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab another
Oh.
drink while you guys get the rest of the shenanigans out of the system. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
The game has begun. All right.
Alright.
Well, while he's away, what does everyone want to do?
I don't know. I guess I could explore the castle a little bit.
All right. What are
we
you
have-
looking for?
And I don't know if there's anything that stands out or if there's anything that seems odd. I'm not gonna go, peeking in through doorways and stuff like that. Maybe just kind of make the rounds.
Question:
All right. Question.
Is this the next morning?
Or
That
are we-
depends. That depends on you. If you want to do something before the next morning, you can. This time frame is basically whatever you want it to be. So, if Tori's going to go explore the castle, is anyone going to go with her?
We'll go
I'll
with
go.
her.
All right. Napano and Otto are going to go with Tori to explore the castle.
Can we
Uh,
get castle music?
I will see if I can find some. What is everyone else doing?
Lyle's also exploring the castle, but he's by himself being bad.
All right, that's what I figured. Castle
Gazelle
music.
is like 10 steps behind.
He's following him.
Just
All
following
right.
for a while.
That's fine.
Way, Adam, what are you two doing?
I did not sleep in the castle. I
Oh.
do not trust these people.
Okay. Adam, do you go with Way to find a place to stay?
No, Adam's fine in the castle.
Okay.
He's just okay. So are we like pre-rest right now, or is
Yes.
This can be
next
pre-rest.
morning, or
It's up to you. Do you want to do something before then?
I think
Up
we
to
ought to do something before rest, especially if Ways suspicious. of
Time
these
is
people.
wobbly wobbly and can do whatever.
come back to me? My food just got here.
Okay. Well, castle.
So
Castle.
do the castle thing. I will be right back.
Who
How
has the
much-
hostage?
I don't know how much money I have.
Well, that's
It's in your character
It's on the
sheet.
sub page.
It's on the
looking-
sub.
Check your bank account, stupid.
Zero doesn't sound correct.
Haha, you're poor man.
I should have at least like
$7. Come on.
100 gold. Yeah, at least like enough for a big back.
what?
I don't know how much money I have.
Why don't you have your money?
I don't know.
We gave you money.
How much?
I don't remember. We did this early. Like, what did you do?
Someone didn't
Sorum.
want their money.
You got
Sora.
it?
I
Sorum.
didn't carry my money over.
God dang it! I'll go figure it out. Continue while I figure this out.
Castle
Alright.
music.
We're walking through the castle.
You
Lyle's
have
still your
kitchen
buddy.
music, because that's what I could find.
We
So
are
deal.
walking through the
No, I just
castle,
posted castle music.
and Tori
Oh, okay.
says, this is a weird place, castle. I don't feel like everything around here is exactly what it seems, Seems weird that the princess would hide her face. Sorry, Empress would hide her face And there wouldn't be some weird reason.
Uh,
Is it uncommon?
Napano asked the Empress that last time, and I forget the exact wording of her answer, but she made it seem as though
It was not. That it was more of a personal thing.
okay.
Well,
She
UA's
basically
with
s-
you guys, because why wouldn't she be?
She basically said she
Dance.
has her reasons.
To answer your
no.
question, Otto,
He's
no,
Adam.
it is not normal.
Okay. I have separated you all into your groups.
UA's not
UA's.
with us anymore.
Hmm?
UA's not with us anymore.
No, UA's with Adam.
Why?
Why not?
Okay.
So
Who
that
wants
no
to
one's
hang out
alone.
with Adam?
So then
Somebody's got to keep an eye on Adam.
Wait,
Right.
who,
Because
ha-
we got another couple forming. Ooh.
who has,
And
the,
then Wei,
who has the hostage?
Alden went with you, Wei, actually.
What's
Not me.
Yasuo doing?
Yeah, he went with you. He said he has to ask you something. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Okay.
Who has
I assume
Yasuo?
it has something to do with the fucking sword.
I'm very lost. I was having a conversation, and then we
I
figured out
apologize.
what everyone else was doing.
I was continue with your conversation. I apologize.
Mache, please.
How dare you?
Yes.
Stop crying!
So it's weird. I wonder if we can maybe find any clues around here as to maybe explain why.
Well, maybe we could ask some of her subjects or the other inhabitants of the castle what they think about the Empress, if they're happy with having her as their ruler. Or if they remember what it was like, if it was all different when her mother was in charge.
That's a good idea. We should try and find some of her subjects. Maybe not the guards. The guards seem a little tight-lipped, but maybe some of the castle staff.
Common folk stuff, yeah. People who clean or the people who pass through.
Do we see anybody? Sounds like somebody's scraping the floor.
Oh, there's plenty of people around. There's guards. There's like no, well, not waiters. You're not in a restaurant.
Maids. butlers.
Maids, but not butlers, but closest equivalent to that in this setting. Here,
Housekeepers.
basically housekeepers.
Attendants.
People, attendants. That's the good word for it. Plenty of
Slaves.
attendants.
There we go.
No,
I'm
shut up. There's no
I
slaves.
prefer servants, but that's just me.
Servants are also here. That'll work too. Attendants and servants are about doing things with guards at every kind of point, kind of patrolling. They give you an eye, but then nod and move along. You're never too far from the eyes of a guard, though. That is the thing you notice.
Security seems tight inside the castle. There.
Well, we're not at a like by the royal vault or probably wherever Lyle is. We're I think just mingling in a common area. Nothing
Yep.
too locked down, I would imagine. So I would just want to mingle in an entry hall or something and find a servant or a maid or something
Maybe.
and ask.
Yeah, maybe we could. Maybe if not, they won't tell us directly. Maybe we could eavesdrop.
Or that.
No.
Okay. That sounds like a thing to do.
Let's get food and hang out and see if we hear anything.
So you head to the fucking
The royal
eatery.
kitchen. The
The
royal,
royal
kitchenette.
Common area or a
The common area, yes. Where some of the attendants and servants are having food. It's a fairly large room with lots of tables about. No chairs, but everyone's got a cushion to sit on.
Alright, well I think we're gonna load up on some food and just walk over to maybe a group of servants and ask, do you mind if we sit down with you?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Imagine being this random servant, and then suddenly you have like a goblin and a robot, an angry bird lady, And the ghost owl eyeballing you while you're eating your lunch.
Yes, very disconcerting.
Don't
We're not
mind
from
us.
around here.
I,
You
I,
don't say.
I can tell. Can I help you?
How long have you guys been working in the castle for?
Well, my parents did it, and then my parents' did, and so on, that sort of thing. So most of my life.
So you know the kingdom quite well, then. Is this a good place to settle down and live, would you say?
I would say so. It's fairly nice and quiet, and everyone's well taken care of here in Xingshun. Slowly sips his tea, nervously looking at all of you, staring at him.
This guy's sus. He's a traitor.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Is there
I'm-
a? I hear the Empress is very beautiful. I'm sure she has many suitors. Is that right?
Oh well, I mean, someone of her stature, of course, but um, I mean, I I've never seen her face, but I don't see any reason to think she's not beautiful.
You said you've never seen her face, even though you've worked here a long time.
No, I have not.
Isn't that
Why?
unusual? Doesn't she have servants who dress her and bathe her
mean,
and that sort of
She
thing?
has a couple that are under her directly that I think have, but they don't share that detail. I've asked them before, and they just said that it's not their place to say.
Okay, well,
I mean, she's
some
ugly.
other worker might know then. But you generally enjoy working under her? You think she's a good leader?
I mean, she's never done anything to make me think otherwise.
She's very fair to the people inside and outside the castle.
I would say so. She's had a rough time of it after her parents died, but from what I understand, but you know.
How long ago was that? Anyhow, anyway.
Well, she was a child at the time. Well, no one's exactly sure what happened, but the rumor is that they got poisoned by the leader of Kaishi, or at least his predecessors.
Sorry, what's Taishi?
Kaishi's our neighbor to the west.
Look at the map here.
Big purple area.
Ayo.
What? Hey, Majay, what is the name of the Empress?
Hotaru.
Notar, yeah, it was in the. He dropped it in the chat for us and everything.
Are you at war with Taishi, or what sort of conflict exists?
Well, from what I understand, the Emperor of Kaishi, believes that he's direct descendant of the Emperor and has the rights to all of Zhao, and that anyone who would deny his claim or have a claim themselves are traitors or, liars or various other mean things I could say. Basically, he's kind of a dick, from what I understand.
Sounds like he's related.
He's sort of been not quite at war, but has pushed his borders many times in basically all directions.
What does he look like?
Oh, he's got a head of long orange hair and green eyes. He is a older fellow now, I think, middle-aged. Kind of looks pompous. Kind of looks like a asshole from portraits I've seen of him. Very smug, I would describe him.
Yeah,
Feeling
kind of
called out yet, Sorum?
sounds
Why
like
is he dunking on?
it sounds like the regal type.
Well, it does sound like he may have a valid claim. I assume all of the rulers around these parts are in some part descendant from the original emperor.
I mean, if you really get down to it, if you know, well, you're not, are you from Zhao? Ma'am, sir, ma'am? Person.
We are from somewhere far, far away, and we're just struggling to get our bearings here. We have no idea about the politics or your people.
Well,
So
all right. Well, let me lay a fact out for you. If you really get down to brass tacks, a large portion of Zhao are related to the Emperor.
does this guy we're talking to also have orange hair and green eyes?
For the sake of his argument, yes.
Nice. They're all Sorum's bastards.
That's me.
If you really get down to it, a lot of people have some connection to the Emperor. They may not look it, but he had a lot of wives. I think. Have you heard that? He did.
97.
We have heard rumors.
He had so many. It's bewildering, really.
94.
It was a lot. Was it 94? Looks at Tori.
I believe I read somewhere that it was in fact 94 wives. I was a bit shocked to hear.
See, exactly. It's astounding.
What a
Well-
Chad.
Why do you need so many?
Shrugs. Don't look at me. I don't know.
And clearly 93 wasn't enough.
Well,
I guess not.
And maybe at some point you decided, fuck it, I'll go for 100. And then, uh-oh.
Didn't
quite
make
get
it.
there.
Didn't quite get there, I guess.
And then whoop.
His heart couldn't take it.
That would be crazy. Imagine, say, if there was a certain holiday of the year where you're supposed to spend it with your significant other, and then 94 people show up outside of your house.
Oh, that would be. I'm sure that happened and was not great for him. Or maybe it
That the day he
was.
died.
Maybe that was how he died.
That could be how he died, yeah. I'm not really sure about the exact history.
Hence the political instability, then.
Exactly. There's a claim everywhere, and everyone has a claim. So
Well-
it really just gets down to who has the power to take control and who is a good leader. And thus far, my Empress's track record and her family's track record has been good. They have facilitated trade, the country's prosperous and well maintained, and things are good here, for the most part.
No noticeable change in the policy direction between the current Empress and her mother? Nothing drastic?
I mean, beyond recruiting that bloody fellow, that was a bit of a aggressive move, but he knows warfare, and when Kaishi comes a calling and comes to try to expand their borders, and he responds, they don't get very far, if far at all. Well, you have to give him credit there, I guess. He knows what he's doing.
I suppose it's better to have a esteemed warrior at your disposal instead of against you. I heard he was famous for jumping into battles and taking one side just to engage in the combat. He
Yes,
had
I've heard
no-
this. Yes.
He wouldn't have a personal
Stay.
reason to be there.
Well, no, not as far as I'm aware. But I've heard the stories too. That's what I've heard. That he's kind of a brute.
How did he lose his wings?
If I recall from the stories, ever since he first showed up, he lost his wings. No one's seen him with the wings. At least the stories don't talk about his wings.
Has he never talked about it with anybody here?
I mean, look. I don't mean to be rude, but he's not the kind of guy I would really want to go talk to. Have you seen that man? He's huge.
I sure have seen that man.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
All right. Well,
Anyhow,
I think that's all the questions that we had for you. Thank you.
Of course. I hope you enjoyed the dumplings.
Otto's eating them.
So is Nippano.
Wait, is that robot eating the dumplings? How does that work?
Nom, nom, nom.
you are asking questions that we do not have the answers to, my friend.
That's both fascinating and slightly horrifying.
He likes crackers too.
He looks enthralled. What else does he eat? And other people start looking over the robot eating dumplings.
Honestly, you might just eat anything you give him. Do you have do we have any noodles here?
God damn it.
I was just thinking that. Hey, someone bring some noodles.
You guys
They
gonna be really
proceed to-
mad.
They proceed to bring noodles. Although, do you eat the noodles?
He'll try. I don't know if he'll do chopsticks.
How you gonna slurp with your face being metal?
He's gonna try and like spoon them up, and then he's going to lift them up above his head and drop them into his mouth.
Amazing.
And he's getting the broth everywhere.
I
Right.
imagine Tori has to kind of get up and move because it just splashes on her.
My goodness. Look at him go.
Yep. He's Otto.
Otto,
It's
do you?
tasty, thank you.
Okay. That was what we were going to ask, whether you have a sense of taste.
No,
No? You just like eating even though you don't taste it?
yes,
Okay.
Do you like to drink tea?
yes,
How about wine?
is there a difference?
Yes.
One of them is generally warm in temperature, and the other one is generally either cool or room temperature.
I see. Fascinating.
One is warm, one makes you feel warm.
My God, can we get auto drunk, please? Please?
I think we should get Otto some wine.
And so it begins.
This is why you should not have left him alone with Otto.
Well, do we want to leave this train wreck to become a train wreck and go somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. So let time pass so we can see the hilarity later. See what this ends. All right. Between the other three groups, who wants to go next?
I want to see
When?
Lyle followed by.
Yeah, let's do Lyle and Gazelle, I guess.
Yeah.
Do Lion Gazelle?
Yay, Pinky in the brain. Let's go.
Okay. Lyle, what the fuck are you doing? So you're just following Lyle. So Lyle, what the fuck you doing?
Lyle. I'm gonna
Are you
wait.
are you doing what I think you're doing?
Once a guard passes by in his patrol, Lyle's gonna poke his head out of a doorway, get a little shifty-eyed, look left to right, make sure the coast is clear, and then start silently slinking into the hallway and moving toward where his investigative skills have implied the Empress's tower might be.
All right. Well. As
Dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun
dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun
dun.
dun 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 dun.
Okay. Well, you're not in danger yet, necessarily. I'm not going to make you defy danger quite yet, but it probably will get there as you're closer to your goal. So you kind of use your own, like, kind of reasoning and logic, and like, okay, you've snuck into places before. You've done sorts of things like this, probably, right?
Absolutely.
All right, you fucking creepy bastard. All right. So you managed to find the general area you think the princess's room is. It's in a kind of sectioned off part of the castle. There are guards kind of more often here. There's only like a handful of attendants you spot as you kind of glance around the corner. They like kind of peering down a hallway. Like you see their shadows beyond like a wooden pane door,
Mm-hmm.
kind of moving about. It's kind of isolated from the rest of the castle. You notice a person with some dishes ready with some food heading in that section of the castle, moving past the guards that are standing at attention near this
Mm-hmm.
door. This seems to be likely one of the only ways into this section, at least that you're aware of, that you're able to find. Now, you can tell from the kind of where you are and where the light is, and you can see out through a window, that this is like on an edge of the castle. So there might be a window you could go to as well, if you want to explore that option.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the situation. You found the section of the castle that she is at. It's kind of isolated. There's really only one door in the castle to it, but it is connected to the outside in terms of like there's probably some windows on that side of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? What's your plan?
Lyle is gonna stay in his little hiding spot.
Okay.
He's gonna peek around. He's gonna watch people's movement. He's gonna say, "Okay, jackpot. Looks like I'm in the right spot." Now, I wonder what old princess here is hiding. And he thinks about it for a moment. And he's like, I wonder if she is good looking. I mean, he doesn't strike me as a liar, referring to what he recalls Mr. Bloody Hawk saying. And so, at that, Lyle kind of holds his hand up to his face, breathes into his hand, gives his breath a smell, and starts slicking his hair back a little bit, getting a mischievous grin on his face.
Why are we hiding?
Ah!
Gazelle is right there.
Lyle jolts a little bit. He looks over, sees Gazelle just standing out in the open with like berry dangling from his staff. And it's like, what did you do?
I assume Gazelle was just behind you.
No. And so Lyle kind of pushes Gazelle around the corner. He's like, and like kind of forces him to a crouch as he crouches around the corner next to Gazelle. It's like, what are you doing here, old man?
I've been here this whole time. What are you doing here?
You've not. I would have detected you. Never mind. Shit. Okay. Well, if I send you stomping out into the open, you're just gonna get us both caught. Okay.
Are we somewhere we're not supposed to be?
Shush. We're gonna play a game, old man. Okay. You like games?
Not really.
We're gonna. Okay. We're gonna sneak up on a dragon. Okay.
Where?
Oh. I don't know. Your mic cut off a little bit if you were yelling.
Yeah.
He did say dragon where. I kind of caught that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where?
Gazelle, just looks around. His eyes like crazy.
Oh, over there. Get him. He
Come
points.
along.
He points.
Grabs Lyle. Starts running.
No, not me. Okay. And Lyle is drug out into the open by Gazelle, running out to where numerous guards are.
Okay. The guards spot the two of you and kind of just stare at you.
Okay.
They're like
I heard
confused.
there's a dragon nearby.
They look at each
Just-
other.
Where is
Looking-
it?
They look at each other confused, and then they look back at the old dwarf like, no.
Hold on. I got an idea. I am going.
There's not a dragon here, sir.
I'm gonna size up these guards. All right. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look them over real quick. I'm gonna come up to him while Gazelle's like shouting and flailing all around, and Lyle's gonna come up to the guards and say in like kind of a hushed tone, "I'm so sorry, my grandfather. He's never been the same after the war. He's very upset right now. Do you think you could take him? Do you think we could go outside and show him around and show him there's no dragon, so he calms down and can get some sleep?"
This is a hard sell, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So this will have to be a roll
They're not the same race.
because they are here to do this specific task, and you are asking them to leave their very specific task to do this other task that would be better delegated to someone else.
Sure. I'll
So
say
you're
like
gonna need to convince them.
say
That's a good idea.
just to, just a quick, walk around, let them know everything's okay. Like, please, I don't know what to do. I can't get him to calm down, and we don't have full access to the grounds. I don't want. If you come with us, I'm sure it will be. So, I will.
Are you doing your bamboozle move?
I'm going to do a bamboozle move, which is it goes with a parlay roll.
Okay. So then give me a parlay.
I will
Or
parlay.
I'm... Oh shit. So you have advantage with them.
Hmm.
All right. You shit. So they're going to be easier for you to manipulate. All right. So this, I don't think both fall for this, but they are willing to compromise. Well, look, we can't leave our post alone. So, I can take your grandfather and go have a look around the courtyard, kind of show him that there's no dragon here. I can do that, but someone has to stay here, so it's just going to be me.
That's okay. I completely
Ah.
understand.
All right, very well. All right, sir, he's going to walk up to Gazelle.
Where's the dragon?
There is no dragon. We can have a look around to confirm, just to make sure you're just show you for sure.
There's
If you just-
always dragons.
Well, let's go have a look around, and we'll confirm whether or not there's a dragon.
Come along, Barry. Let's find the dragon.
All right, he starts walking with you away from the very sectioned off part of the castle. So
Yeah.
you're down to one guard here.
Okay. So as Gazelle and the other guard walk away, then Lyle's going to look to the other guard and just let out a exasperated sigh and shake his head and just, look to the guard and say, "It's some days are easier than others. This is a hard day. I'm sorry." And he's gonna take a flask out of his cloak and take what looks like a sizable gulp from it and wipe his mouth on the back of his hand.
Okay.
Sorry about all this, the commotion.
It's all right, sir.
I'm sure you guys have a stressful enough job as it is with, you know, protecting the royalty and having big
Well, I mean,
scary
it's-
guy walking around and people pushing on the borders. It's tough. I feel for you
Oh,
guys.
sure. I appreciate that.
Lyle's gonna hold up his flask to offer a drink to the guard.
I really shouldn't, sir.
Give it a little shake. Are you sure? Take the edge off.
How insistent are you? Do you want to make it an attempt?
Sure.
All right. Do you really want him to drink this? Is that important to you? I'm asking you if you want this to be a roll or if you just are just trying to make conversation.
I'll roll for it.
Okay. You have advantage.
Okay. You say another parlay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll again. God damn, you rolled 8 twice.
They're fucking those dishes up back there. Fucking get them.
Look, all right. I am kind of thirsty. It's not anything too heavy, right?
No. Just
All right. Just look.
I still have to
Just
keep an
don't-
eye on Granddad.
All right, look. Just don't let anyone find out I took a drink, and well, I'd appreciate it.
My lips are sealed, bud.
It's just a little bit of vodka mixed with Everclear.
What's your name, sir?
Theo Kojak.
All right, he's gonna remember that name.
What happened to Barnaby Jones?
That is the concrete assurance he knows, and your face. He will remember your name and your face.
What
So
if he has another drink?
hopefully that won't come in to bite you in the ass later. So he'll take the flask from you. I'm just gonna
Okay.
write this as a note.
You're trying to get me in trouble, man. I'm trying to be
Drink.
friendly here.
And remembers. What's his name? Theo Kojak.
Theo Kojak.
Kojak.
Barnaby Jones got in too much trouble last time he was here.
Okay. All right. He takes a little swig. Is it just a swig, or is it something else?
I don't know, Majay. How big of a sip does he take?
Probably a little more than he should.
Okay, that's fair.
Did you actually drink from this? Is this actually booze?
No.
All right. What is it then?
So, oil of Taggart.
What's oil Taggart do?
Puts you into a light sleep.
Ah, I see.
Haha.
I see.
Go to bed, Majay.
I'm posting that in the chat from your.
Yes.
Oh, Lyle.
Oh
He takes a drink. He's like, oh, that tastes weird. Oh,
No, it
why
doesn't.
do I feel so... He kind of slumps back against the wall a little bit, and
Well,
just kind of
gonna-
starts to.
He's
His
gonna
head
reach out.
falls forward and starts to fall. Oh,
I'm
you catch him?
gonna put my hands out to catch him as he slumps back against the wall, so that he doesn't just fall over, and very gently lower him so that he sits down against the wall. And I'm gonna rest his head on his shoulder and pose him so that he looks like he's having a comfortable little snooze. Doesn't look dead.
Okay.
And I'll be like, okay, let's just take a quick little peep. All right. I'm gonna sneak past this guy.
You do. That was the guard.
Mm-hmm. Both guards are out of the way. I'm going to I suppose proceed. We're indoor, right? Or are we outside this?
Yes, you're still indoors.
Okay. So, what lies ahead?
Well, it's a section off part of the castle. There's like a couple rooms here. Like, there's a common room. There's a kind of a more of a office kind of area, like with a bunch of racks of scrolls and papers and whatnot, and some calligraphy in there. A living room. There's a small little section that's kind of been given some more of a courtyard feel in this back section of this castle. Kind of made like, if I had to describe it, it's like this section of the castle was designed to be like, if someone wanted to live in this space, they would not need to leave. All they would need is someone to bring them food.
Gotcha. Fancy. Okay, so you said there was a little courtyard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you disguise yourself in any way?
Probably be a good idea.
Okay. Then
Well-
I'm going to have you do one more roll,
Okay.
and then we'll kind of go to a thing, and then we'll move to someone else before we go
Come
to
back.
your next little thing.
Okay.
So give me a defy danger. Probably using your... Well, what do you want to use? How are you doing this? How would you say you're doing this?
I'm being sneaky. So, dexterity, I guess?
Speed, agility, or finesse?
Yeah, just trying to... Well...
Or are you using your intelligence to apply expertise or enact a clever plan? That sounds kind of more what you're doing.
What's charisma?
Maybe wisdom in that regard.
Kind of using your willpower or your ability to rely on your senses. That'd be what wisdom is. Charisma would be to charm, bluff, or oppress, or fit in, which would also be apply here.
I'm gonna lean toward
Which way?
charisma.
You're gonna lean into the charm, the bluff, and just your general power, personality.
That's about all Lyle's got to work with, and even
All
that
right.
is kind of sparing.
Works for me. Let's see that dice.
All right, man.
8. Not bad.
Keep rolling 8s.
One in a row.
All right. So here's what happens. Or here's kind of what happens. At least here's what I see it as. You manage to you probably go into one of the offs. There's probably a side room or some extra change of clothes for this wait staff or whatnot, or the servants. You kind of find a robe that kind of fits you and puts it on. But there's a little bit of a complication as you kind of move your way through this space, and you think you know where the princess, or not the princess, the empress. And now you're making me do it. Fuck you. You believe you found where the empress's room is, and you think you can get in there. You don't think you'll have any problems with your disguise. You've kind of given yourself you've put some stuff on your face. You kind of make yourself look a little different. You've kind of messed up with your hair. You kind of let it down, maybe. Kind of put on a robe. But here's the problem. Gazelle and that guard. Well, Gazelle, how long would that distract you before you just decide, where'd Lotto go? Probably not very long.
Not too long.
Don't say something
Exactly.
stupid.
So not too long. So you and that other guard eventually kind of make your way back to the door because, I'm gonna go find Lyle or something, right?
Well,
All
yeah, he's
right.
gonna sort of realize, I don't see any dragons. I don't smell any dragons.
Lyle's full of shit. So,
And it's
so you make your way back to these set of doors, and both you and the guard spot the sleeping guard. And that kind of causes a problem as the guard kind of rushes over and checks at his friend, who will wake up pretty easily after a few moments, but is a little dazed. So the complication that you have is... Oh, I'd offer you a choice. Well, here's my offer. Either you can find the Empress's room and get inside without any further complications. However, the guard will be back, and Gazelle will be back, and they'll be alerted that something happened. You can take that, or you can just continue to search around.
How is that much of a fucking choice? It's either I get caught or I get caught.
Well, the other alternative is that you'll have time to maybe come up with a plan to get out of there before you're caught. Right now, if you take the choice, you are in a much worse position.
You want to get caught while smashing or get caught while looting?
Well, let's say how near the Empress's room am I?
If you take this offer, you get in there. You can get in that room.
Who says I
problem.
want to get in the room?
Well, you don't see the Empress anywhere else?
Well,
Where's your dick gonna lead you, buddy?
If you don't want to take the offer, then you can choose not to. That's just my offer.
Which head you working with there, Lyle?
let me put it this way. My goal was to snoop around, maybe eavesdrop in this room, not necessarily just burst in and whip my cock out. So, in context of that, alright, you know what? I'm gonna head toward the Empress's room, but I'm not going to just immediately burst in the room and whip my cock out. I'm gonna sneak up to the door. I'm gonna try and listen through it. Look for any shadows.
See if she's in there.
You should accept this as, I guess I'm taking the offer to press ahead.
Okay, very well. You will hear a commotion outside as the guard makes a big noise. The other guard, waking up, kind of sounds alarmed because he thinks he was just drugged. And they both begin to question Gazelle. Gazelle, do you have any idea what the fuck just happened?
No. What? Why
Did you
were
know
you
that
sleeping on the floor?
Your friend gave your grandson gave me a drink and said I just took a drink and I fell asleep. You took a fucking drink, you dumbass?
Why would
So
you
the-
take a drink? Like that's like
okay.
101.
Like,
This is so weird, isn't it, Barry? Why would he? That's so unprofessional.
you stay here. And then one of the other guard opens the door and begins to look inside this area. So, Lyle, you can rely on your disguise. I guess. That depends on what you want to do. Do you want to risk being caught and your disguise being seen through? Or do you want to take cover in the room that you're next to? And I will give you a little bit. There's definitely someone inside this room. They're not talking, but they're moving around.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Double or nothing, bro. Get in there.
I'm hearing the commotion. Lyle's gonna say, like, ah, shit. Oh, old... Knew I couldn't count on that old man. He's gonna say under his breath. And then he's going to very gently slide the door open and try and slip in as silently as possible.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
So you managed to go inside. This is a fairly large room. There is another, what is the term? Fucking, God damn it.
Audience hall?
No, it's not another audience
Sitting
hall.
room?
It's not a sitting room. I'm trying to think of this thing that you're in front of you. The screen, the folded
Oh.
screen.
Right,
There's
okay.
a screen in front of you that kind of has the rest of the room obscured behind it. You see a shadow of someone moving through the room. You think their back is turned to the door? They didn't seem to hear the door open.
Mm-hmm.
So, you think it's the Empress. It looks like her shadow.
Does it look like a hot shadow?
Kinda, yeah.
Mm. Does it look like it's wearing clothes?
Less clothes than before.
Mm. Mm.
It's
Mm.
kinda...
Awooga!
Lyle's gonna stare for a moment. He's stuck between thinking with one head and the other.
I think you're only thinking with one head now, bud.
Yeah, I think that ship sailed.
One of them is rapidly growing stronger, if you know what I mean.
Jesus Christ.
Oh Lord.
What do you do, Lyle?
And
Are you
he's
gonna
growing stronger.
Are you gonna take a peek? You perv.
I'm going to tiptoe closer to the screen.
Okay. You can go around the screen. It's not like a door. You can go
Okay.
around it to the rest of the room. It's like this is the entryway sort of thing. There's like a little bit of a lowered section and then a raised section, presumably where shoes go here.
Peek around it.
You could peek around it. Are you gonna peek around it?
I'm going to peek around it.
You slowly peek around the screen, and you slowly go to look to see what the Empress really looks like, and then we're cutting away.
No!
Oh no!
Okay.
Fucking
Ship,
wrecked.
ship focus.
All right. Who wants to go next? Way or Adam?
Show me the way. Okay.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, Adam. What's up? What you doing?
Well, with
You-
this being with this being kind of like a fortified castle with lots of
Fortifications.
guards and weapons around, Adam decides he wants to go see if he can find the training ground.
Okay.
Oh.
The second question. Are you bringing the old man?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That could be fun. Do it.
Yeah, tag him.
Learn ancient Tengu fighting techniques.
Oh, man.
He can teach you. He can teach you the flying rooster kick.
Take him.
Sure, Adam offers. Adam just kind of says, "Hey, I'm gonna go see where these folks train."
Us white-haired folks need to stick together.
Very well. I suppose it'd be useful to know the skill level of the soldiers here. He stands up and he goes to follow you. Yue follows along as well.
Hey,
Just-
that's the way.
What's
Just
Dragon Boy's
know what
name again? I can't remember.
Sherikhan.
Sherikhan.
I will type it again.
Thank you.
Sure, con.
I just gotta remember
Reckon.
tigers.
Yeah.
Adam also
Hello?
kind of just looks somewhat absent-mindedly towards the spear that he's got holstered on his back. His eyes narrowing just slightly.
Okay.
Doesn't think of it. But doesn't really make any other move at the moment before he takes his leave of their quarters.
Okay. You head to kind of the ground level of the castle, a little bit outside of it actually, where the barracks are, in this kind of the courtyard section. There's about 15 soldiers out here, all kind of going through drills with spears, going through one pose to the next, after the other. Routine.
Oh man. Sorry.
They're being guided by an older fellow not as old as your bird friend here, your bird friend, but on the older side.
Okay.
He's kind of going through the drill. He notices you, but says nothing.
Adam just kind of watches the motions as the soldiers go through them. It's obviously a kind of a sort of a passive training thing, but it's interesting to him nonetheless.
Yeah, okay.
After a few seconds, he kind of just sort of waits to see, like, as they go into a loop, kind of watches them loop a couple times before drawing his own spear, and after a moment, he kind of proceeds to mimic the drill they're doing, just to get a better feel for what they're actually like training with this.
It's kind of rudimentary as you kind of start to go through it with them. He raises an eyebrow as you start to follow them, but he doesn't say, as long as you're not disturbing like their training. Some of them take notice, but they don't stop. They seem pretty focused on what they're doing. It's pretty rudimentary for your tastes. You're probably more of a less traditional spear fighter. This feels like more. Well, you're a hunter. You go fight. You do fights based usually kind of on your own or with smaller groups, fighting beasts. This strikes you less as something that would be as effective against a beast.
Okay.
This is more like, this is more more military training. This is for fighting groups of soldiers, rank and file sort of thing. It's not so much that each one should be as strong as possible, as long as all of them fight as a unit.
Ah, okay.
That's the impression you get from your own experience and just kind of going through the drill. Like, it doesn't teach you anything super useful for you. Just kind of general, like, how to use a spear properly, how to position yourself correctly, how to not strike those in the line with you, how to thrust with the most force. Nothing extreme.
That last one sounds useful.
Okay, yeah, it was more of him just sort of sating a curiosity of sorts, and
And as a side note, you think you probably could totally kick all these people's asses.
that's fair.
Hasio is not impressed. He looks very bored. Or Yasuo, that's his name.
Yasuo, yeah.
Yasuo, yeah.
Yasuo looks not very impressed. He kind of scoffs at the display. Yue is just kind of curious, but doesn't seem to really understand. And is just standing with Sherikan.
After a few seconds, Adam just kind of rests the spear on his shoulder and then looks over to Yasuo with a shrug.
Let's show him how it's done.
Well, I don't really want to cause them any trouble, but I was curious. Anything you want to do? Anything you want to check out?
I want some sake.
There's an idea.
We should partake of this place's liquor while we have it available to us. Before you adventurers blunder and lose us this access.
Before the robot drinks it all.
What are the odds of either of those things happening right now? As we speak?
You bring up a good point. Weird things happen when these folks split up.
Come, tell me of your hunts. Let us go have drinks.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Are you gonna return to your room to have drinks?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, Adam's good with that.
Yuli will tag along, and we'll have liquor with all of you, with the two of you.
Oh shit, this is gonna get real.
Are we gonna have some drunk engineering? Let's go.
Well, that might happen later. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a roll for that. That might be funny. Okay.
Oh my.
I'm gonna be
Are
on my
we?
new
Are you
panty
good?
cannon.
Are you good with us moving on to Way, Adam?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. Way. You're
I am
going to.
he.
What are you doing, Way? Beyond leaving the castle?
Finding a place to stay for the night?
Oh, that's gonna be easy for you to find. There's plenty of inns to stay at.
I don't know. You said the one inn was like full, so
That's true, but there are so many. You will not have a trouble finding an inn. That will be easy enough for you and your means, and strange enough, with the assistance of Alden, who has gone with you, who has followed along for some reason. He didn't say exactly why, just that he wanted to talk to you about something.
okay. I rolled and my roll determined I'm gonna find an inn over here.
Sounds like a plan. All right. So you find a quieter place. This is on a not so close to the hustle and bustle part of town, so it's a little quieter. It's not as it's not as nice as those inns, but it's not bad. It's not amazing. It's not bad though. The folks here seem nice enough. They kind of give you a room without much trouble. Seeming kind of grateful that people are coming here instead of going to the center of town.
The common folk, my people.
Yes, exactly. Alden will probably want to take a seat at a table with you, maybe having a drink.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a seat with him. Why not?
Okay. So, Wei, I feel I need to ask. You said that sword, that hilt at least, belonged to your master? Yes?
You did. I pulled it off his dead body.
I see. My
Goddamn.
condolences. I apologize for my demeanor earlier. I was a little stressed. And I forgive me for asking, but this is important to our order. And how did he come by it? Do you know?
He's had it as long as I can remember. He had the same blade from when he started training me at a young age.
He strokes his chin, curious. What was your master's name?
His name was Graham.
Graham. What could you tell me about this Graham?
Oh man, he would. You know what? If you want information from me, you're gonna have to buy me some noodles because I'm starving.
I've easily done. Gladly, actually.
And the way to my heart is food.
Well, very well. He'll hold up a hand and quickly order some noodles for both of you. Very large portions.
Sorry, is it Graham like Graham cracker or
Yes.
okay? Okay, I'm good with that. I just wasn't sure if it was like Graham like the sword or
He
His full
has
name, Graham Cracker.
quite good noodles brought to you. This tastes much better than some of the stuff you had in the center of town. Unsurprising to you, being
Yeah,
one
man,
with the
hole in the
common.
balls are the way to go.
That's right. There you go. And this shit's good. There you go. Both of you sit down and enjoy this meal. And like, all right, well, tell me about your master. What kind of man was he?
Oh, he was the strongest warrior I've ever known. No one could match him in a blade fight. Though I guess someone eventually did. But I don't know, he wasn't really liked within the ranks of the military. And I think it's because he didn't really abide by their standards. He always he always looked for a different angle to approach conflict. And I don't think they took too lightly of that because he never wanted to fight. If there was ever an option for peace, he would go for it. But usually the generals were wanting to, engage and expand land.
Most warriors are more interested in seeking glory and all that. You know how that is. So your master was more of a pacifist?
He was humble. I wouldn't so much say he's a pacifist. He wouldn't hold back if he needed to. But
He sounds like a
not
wise
like
man.
that. What was he called? The Scarlet Eagle? Not like that guy.
Oh, the Bloody Hawk.
Yeah, that.
He's an interesting fellow. He's, given his legacy and stories, you would think he's more of a brute, but he's much sharper than people give him credit for.
I can sense he's sharp. That's why I'm not opening my mouth and staying around there.
That's good eye. That's good intuition. But he's not the most. He's like searching for compliments, you can tell. Blood. Sips some noodles as he thinks. He's not all bad, I guess, is the. That's about the best I can go.
Well, there's good in everybody, but sometimes that bad outweighs the good.
True. And those who kind of revel in combat can tend to be a bit too obsessed with it. It has its place, though, at times. I've seen.
It's more concerning to me that he's here and in charge all of a sudden.
Well, he's
Well-rounded
been.
warrior or not, that doesn't happen in a kingdom.
Not about earning that position in some manner, or taking that position, you mean?
I'm just saying, I think he has some ulterior motives.
Oh.
And I don't think this area is safe with him in charge.
Perhaps not. It's hard to say. He might stoke conflict with the unfortunate neighbors of this country. Or maybe he won't. I don't know. It's hard. He's hard to gauge sometimes.
I mean, he plays the part of a fool well.
It's true. He
But
does.
his namesake is too similar to that gang of bandits. I'm not convinced he's not a part of it. I've seen
Can't
people
say.
overthrow kingdoms. So he's taken all the right steps to work his way in and start a coup.
Possibly.
And
Maybe.
with this Empress being as shifty as she is too,
Now,
something's going on. Which leads me to my question for you. What are you doing here?
I'm here to help the Empress.
With what?
Well, with this, no member of the last Order of the Last Tower member died here, and that's a concern for us. So I'm here to investigate that, number one. And he was asked to investigate something for the Empress, and seeing that got him killed means he either A, went to some place he wasn't supposed to go, B, was killed under the orders of the Empress, which would not be her MO. Or he actually discovered something important, and was killed for it. I'm here to determine which one of those options this is. Now, you have your suspicions about the Empress, but I have known her a little longer than you. This is not my first interaction with her. Granted, I've never seen her face, which is still weird to me, but she's been nothing but kind in her dealings with me. And she has a good reputation, despite her secrecy, as her family has.
Her hiding her face doesn't bother me. She probably just has beaver teeth and doesn't want anyone to know. I get it. I understand.
Sure. Some people just, don't like to share that sort of thing. You got a position to protect, you know, and an appearance. But I'm here to investigate that. I'm here to look into any particular rumors about things that shouldn't be. That's kind of my MO. As I head back to our home base. This is just kind of typical procedure for me. Making stops, making sure nothing's out of line or sticking out.
I understand.
But I will say, does my mind good that you all are here and I can rely on you. You seem to me to be trustworthy folks, and you've not proved me wrong thus far, and I don't think you will.
Well,
Yet.
you haven't been around Lyle long enough, but
No,
the
I know
bulk
he's
of
a
us are.
shifty. I know he's a shifty son of a bitch, but I don't think he's as bad as he could be. Let's say he could be much worse.
If he
It's
gets
no,
caught by the guards and hanged, I'm not helping.
it's not like he's going to sneak to see the Empress or anything, right? That would be crazy.
Oh no.
I didn't do it.
Well,
This is awkward.
So what task are we working with for helping the Empress next? I've heard several rumors of what's going on, and no one can give me a pinpoint of what she needs fixed. Is it just the bandits? Is it the monsters outside?
primarily, I think our current concern is the Crimson Hawks. Because they're a strange band. Completely unknown. An unknown quantity, beyond their reputation and what they sell, and their brutal methods. I suspect something else is at play here. They wouldn't have killed a member of my order without just cause, I feel. Such a thing would bring a lot of unwanted attention, and thus it will. So, which must mean to me, and this is where it leads me to think that her concern and her intentions are legitimate, is that if he was killed and thus brought to our attention now, then he must have actually found something that they could not let him speak of. So I
What might
intend.
you think he found?
I don't know. That's the part that stumbles me. Maybe some old relic of incredible power they came across. Maybe something that allows them to hide their identity so well. Such things exist. Maybe some foreign interference or something, or some connection with our neighbor to the west that indicates a upcoming invasion or something. Maybe they have connections to Ringo. Or Kaishin. God damn it, Pat. Why do you do these things to yourself? Kaishi.
anymore.
There we go.
Coming for you.
Passion's gonna get you.
10 million years dungeon.
That could be possible. Kaishi does want this land and its trade. And he would love nothing more than to cut down another pretender to the title of emperor, of course. As I'm sure you're aware, he has a reputation on Zhao.
Real fast, Maji, out of character. This land, what race is it that usually kind of rules it? Is it more Tangri or is it
Jylin, or this nation you're in right now.
no the neighboring one?
In Kaishi,
Yeah.
not Tengri. He is believed to be he's human, as far as you're aware.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify for lore purposes.
Actually,
Yes.
that brings up a question I have. What is the
Yes.
dominant-ish race within the confines of the world? Like, is it mostly ran by humans, and then there's like a couple nations that have leaders of different, background biology.
Well, Sorum, I'm glad you asked. Let us all look at the world map together. So, Zhao. Primarily, the majority of the population of Zhao, even though in Zhao it's pretty widely spread out, with the dwarf race, the Jord, being like the smaller aspect of that. But even
Do you have
they,
this up in the Alteraam, or do you have this somewhere else?
it's in your handouts.
Ooh,
Third tab.
Yeah. The world
third
map.
tab.
Map of the world.
I
Under
thought you were
maps.
just going to change the map.
I could, if you want me to just do that instead.
I'm lazy. Yes, please do that.
Okay,
Please.
I'm moving
Also for
on.
the stream.
All for the stream. Oh, Jesus, why? There we go. All right.
I did actually open the world map in the handouts on the stream because
Well, I have moved everyone, so don't worry about it.
it's cool.
Okay, so Zhao. Primarily Genji, the elven race, are the majority of the population. They are the highest population of Zhao. There's the most of them. That is just because they can kind of be found everywhere. The center of the continent is mostly the goat race, which fucking the Zyran.
Zyron, yeah.
Mhm.
Zyran are mostly in the center of the continent in the desert area, and kind of just west of Kaishi, and this like border between where Wei is from, which is this little offshoot with these two mountains, is where you're from, Wei. At this little section here, and it turns out that that nation is actually composed of those two portions of land, which is a problem for Kaishi. They don't like that. Everywhere else is mostly Genji, some Yord, and humans have surprisingly become very populous in this area. So they are close second to the Genji somehow, even though in the age of the world, it is believed that they are the youngest race. Um, Amongst the mountains, you will always find Tengri. They are always found in the mountains everywhere, with some exceptions. So that's kind of Zhao. It's a kind of a lot of the races are here. That's why this is the center of our story currently. Olkheim is mainly humans and Yord, and then lizardmen are on this continent, over this part of the continent right over here. And that's the three major races in that area. You will find, of course, mixes of other races there, as always. That's the majority of the population there. Muros is almost entirely humans, with some exception. There's a much lower portion of other races there, up in Moros, due to racism.
Why does that place my name backwards?
Is that why you fucker? God damn it!
You noticed.
God damn it! I didn't notice that. That was on them. Don't blame me.
I told you when we named it Mage, you just don't remember.
It was a long time ago.
Bro, I'm more involved in this than I ever thought I was.
Your Hmong is majority is Iran. Like many tribes of Iran and are full of this in this part of the world. Akia is, except this section of kind of greenery, is mostly barren. Very little people live there, if any.
That's
Nairi,
where the sires hang out.
How do they reach things high up if there are very little people?
I hate you. Shut up. Anholt is primarily half dragons.
Dragons?
Wait,
Yes, dragons.
half dragon, half human?
Yes.
Why can't we be that race?
Yeah, it was an option. You didn't choose it.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I
No.
don't think it was.
It
Was
It was. It was absolutely.
Aaron,
Don't-
was it an option?
It was an
I don't
option
remember.
after everybody made our characters.
Oh,
No,
Oh.
I told all of you up front that was an option. Don't give me that.
can I make a second character later?
Later, if Tori
If you
dies,
die.
sure.
Okay,
So
her
I'll
name
put-
is Arashi. I'll tell you more later.
Oh lord.
Oh my god. Nyria is kind of undefined. I have not.
Oh, I know that one too.
I can define it. It's Aaron spelled backwards.
God damn it!
I see what you did there.
How did I not notice these things?
I'm looking over the rest of the map now for like.
Yeah, where's Vertep?
Please.
All right, but that's
We
kind
used
of
the ones that actually sounded good.
that's kind of the spread. Does that make? Does everyone got that?
What
What
lives
is-
in Naraya?
What's
that?
Angel Island right here?
No one knows.
Why is it
No one's
flat?
been there.
It's where the sun
No one's
sword,
been there.
Olive,
solar
don't worry
sanctum
about it.
is.
Yeah.
Is that where the Master Emerald is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly. No one knows.
That's where Zero's house is
That's the
now.
final
He
boss.
figured out that the ocean wouldn't keep him away, so he had to figure out something else.
Does that answer your question?
What is in Naraya again?
Probably Genji for the most part.
But you
That's where
cannot
I am.
find Tengri in the mountains of Achaia.
No, absolutely not.
I have a question about Aomori up here.
Yes.
Are there forests blue?
I don't know this reference, but I'm assuming this is a reference, and I'm
Well, it's-
enraged.
It's the name.
The blue forest. I mean, technically, there's no word for green in Japanese, so it could be green forest.
That's true.
They don't have a word for green.
They don't have a word
What
for
do
green.
What do they call it?
Ao is the color blue and green are the same color in Japanese.
Yep.
Usually,
Japanese colorblind?
they sometimes use the word. I believe it's Midori, which describes the
Yeah.
color of trees, and that is interchangeable with the color green if you need to be more specific. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, it is a photo. Force would actually not be crazy, I guess.
Where are the penguins?
Damn it.
Where the penguins?
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be up in these northern areas.
It's on the floating island.
No
I
one
was
knows.
pretty sure we saw a penguin down here somewhere.
I'm pretty sure
Because
we
it
did,
was
yeah.
funny.
That was an emu.
That was an
We saw
emu.
a penguin too.
This was funny. And this was a jokey joke.
Okay, well, now that we've done our geography lesson, what are Eldon and Wei talking about?
Does
Right.
that answer your question?
What lands are racist? You know, just common conversation.
All of them.
Maros is pretty racist.
Moros is very racist, yes.
I bet it is.
Got him.
Tell anybody. I'll get you.
It's not a secret. We all know.
My best
Okay.
friend is a Tengri.
All right. Does let's see. What else does he ask you anything else? Well, in any case, Way, I'm grateful to have you to rely on as well as your compatriots. And he lifts up his drink to have a toast.
I will raise a glass with him.
He clinks his cup against yours, and you have a good meal and good drink and good company. As you continue your idle conversation, unless you have anything else you want to ask him.
No, I got nothing else. I got all my questions out.
All right, cool. Now, which shenanigans do we want to see next? The actual shenanigans that will lead to something, or the shenanigans that are funny?
The world is based on quest for ass. Let's go back to the quest for ass.
Wait a minute. I need to know what Otto's doing. It's important.
All right, let's do a brief check-in with Otto. Otto, how's the drinking going? Can you get drunk?
Probably not, honestly. He might pretend.
What the
If
hell
others
was that
are.
sound?
Otto gurgling.
You drink a bunch of wine, amongst all these servants and
Quote, unquote,
maids
drink.
and attendants. They're watching you wrapped in enraptured by this strange sight as they like all cheer, chug, chug, chug,
Oh no.
and you drink it.
Yep.
hmm
Down
Now,
there and
can you fit all of that?
chug.
Uh,
I need to hear you
Or is it
gurg.
going to pour? Or is it going to pour out of your mouth like a fountain?
No, don't throw it up.
He's
You
full.
gotta hold it down, Kana.
um,
Do something funny.
I think it would stay down. Or it would just start pouring out of his stomach.
The cracks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You guys gonna be
finished-
so mad at you
He's
guys.
peeing.
You
Well,
finish the drink, and everyone cheers. Tori, Capano, how do you feel about this?
Well,
Auto.
I mean, I'm pretty hyped because I've kind of been very careful around Otto this entire time. And now this is the first time that we've ever got a chance to kind of have fun with him. So Tori's pretty. She's giggling, she's smiling, she's laughing.
Yeah, Nippano's kind of the same. They've been kind of fascinated by like how is this metal thing alive and like what makes it tick. And the fact that Otto is having fun, Nippano is actually having a little fun. They have not drank as much as Otto, but you know, being a small creature, probably one or two drinks is enough to get them kind of tipsy.
How's
Yeah.
it? How's your perception of Otto go with like seeing them eat and drink food like a normal organism?
Look, there's nothing like we don't have anything like funny like TV or YouTube to watch where this would like probably be on there all the time. So we're watching this obviously it's like not really doing anything for him and we know that, but we're just giggling at it cuz it's funny to watch.
Because you're all a little tipsy.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
would-
Otto has kind of like a childlike sense of wonder around them, and that's why we asked if, you know, if they could taste things. And so maybe we're kind of describing how things taste for Otto as he eats them.
Yeah. I think overall this experience gets you closer to the servants and the people who work here. They all kind of having a good time. Even the one who was like kind of nervous when you sat around him and asked him questions is kind of chill now. He's kind of enjoying your all company. So, I'm gonna mark that down. Actually, that seems important.
Yeah, we're a bunch of weird out-of-towners, but we're not causing trouble.
No, I think as long as Otto's okay with it and having fun. I mean, there's nothing wrong going on here.
Yes.
He likes
So
the attention.
yeah, everyone's kind of getting along here, and everyone's kind of like charmed by this weird group. All right,
We are a
now
weird group.
you are very weird. Well, you're all not that weird. There's others that are weirder.
We're a
Not
goblin,
all.
a robot, and a bird lady. That's kind of a weird ensemble.
I mean, but you act fairly normal,
It's fair.
except the robot. He's a child, effectively.
Yeah.
All right. With that little levity now out of the way, let's return to the shenanigans. Gazelle,
Uh-oh.
the guard that was asleep is like standing with you, kind of like still in a daze. The other guard has gone inside and is looking for Lyle, presumably.
Right.
You don't know where Lyle is, unless you have a guess.
Gazelle's kind of just looking around. He's not really 100% sure what's going on. He's Still low key looking for dragons, but
Okay.
he's pretty convinced there's no dragons around now.
Okay.
Not entirely though.
Not entirely, but pretty convinced.
Every shadow of every bird gets him on edge.
Okay. Well, he's not holding you, but you get the impression if you tried to leave, he might yell at you. This other guard. Whether you care or not, that's entirely up to you. Or if you just want to chill and wait and see if you can find Lyle.
If you just wander away on your own, he would have to leave his post to stop you.
It's true.
That's true. No, Gazelle is just kind of like... He's not wandering away, but he is looking around for Lyle.
Okay.
While occasionally eating berries and feeding them to Barry.
Of course.
The guard looks at Barry and wonders if he's still dreaming, watching the severed head eat berries. All right. Enough stalling. Lyle. All right. Let's go ahead and describe what Lyle sees. So, you peer around the corner of this screen to gaze at the Empress that you want to know if she's hot or not.
Yeah.
Hot or not?
Hot or not?
Well,
a
let's
new
start
game
with
show.
pass.
Let's start with the basics. What
Crap.
is she wearing? Currently, she is wearing a rather... She's dressed down. She's not, like, in her unmentionables. She looks like she's gotten comfy. Like she's kind of just in a more comfy robe. Like she just kind of put it on, kind of effectively. Her back is turned to you. You can see her arms and her feet. And you see the back of her head with red hair.
Scandalous.
Smell them.
Okay, red hair.
Kind of shoulder length. Kind of little... that kind of mix between being unkempt but still nice.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that, and she's got a good physique. You do notice that her arms are a little ripped. She got some muscle. She's got a little muscle there.
Oh.
That's the first thing you notice. But the second thought you have is, that skin is a weirdly close shade to red.
Mm.
And then you notice that she's not wearing her headdress, which is fine, because it had horns, and that's probably not comfortable to wear. But then you realize there's still horns there.
Oh.
But not like on the side of her head, where you see most Zyron horns.
Oh no.
There's like horns coming from in front of her head, with her back, because her back is turned to you. And like, they're not super tall as the headdress was, but they're there. They're like, kind of a more whitish color. And yeah, she's tall too. Not like crazy tall, but she's almost 6 foot.
Do I
Jesus.
recognize what I'm looking at here?
Let's see. Do you? Well, what has been your other experience with someone with horns? That had horns like that?
Not a good one.
It sounds a lot like my boy Vondale.
I wonder if that's a relation.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Is that the sound you make?
No.
screaming is a free action.
The sound he makes is definitely.
As you kind of stare and like ponder that thought, she does turn around.
Oh.
Now she's not turning around because she heard you. You don't think it's a slow turnaround? Like she just kind of finished adjusting her clothes, and she's turned around, and you see her face. Now Vondale was an ugly fucking son of a bitch. She is not. She is indeed, in fact, hot.
She's hot!
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, boy!
She has almost like glowing green eyes, but not quite. They're like bright though. and they are kind of animal-like, with a slit in the middle, like a cat. Her eyes are kind of down, like looking to the floor, as she's kind of like lets out a sigh of like, now she's dressed and good to go. As she sighs, you notice that her fangs are a little longer than normal, but otherwise her teeth are not like all sharp, like a monster. But she is indeed, in fact, very tall, muscular, does have the horns of what you can relate to an Oni. And what do you do in the response to that information that you've just received with your eyes?
Yeah.
This only made her hotter.
Shit. All right.
I mean, Nightmare posted the Carlet gift. That's kind of what I'm picturing.
Kinda.
Oh, did he?
No tail. And not
I-
like curved curly horns, like actual like forehead horns that are pointed up out of their hair.
Right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with my gut reaction and gasp.
Oh no.
All right, you gasp. She stops. She looks
Oh
up.
no.
She spots you, peeking.
We'll make eye contact.
You make eye contact. She stares. She says nothing.
I say, "This isn't the bathroom, is it?"
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh. Oh dear.
She stares for a moment more before she suddenly starts crossing the room and going.
Uh-oh. Towards him?
Yes. Oh, but you did a move. What are you doing?
How do I not immediately die in this situation? How can I engage you in conversation?
Well, I'm gonna answer you honestly because you rolled, and you get one question, and that was your question.
That was my one question.
If you feel like if you scream right now, you're fucked. You feel like you just need to be calm.
I am stiff as
She
a
is-
board.
She is rapidly approaching you. She approaches you.
I hold my ground.
She grabs you because she is taller than you,
Oh no! Wait,
Oh,
mommy.
he's
I
gonna
mean,
beat
help!
you.
and she pulls you into a headlock,
Oh,
Oh,
and she puts a hand on your head and an arm around your throat. Like, what are you doing in here?
Hmm.
I'm
And
sorry.
like I said that like more threateningly, but like she's got a little bit of a shakiness to her voice.
Nightmare's supposed to be places. Okay.
I'm going to submit to the headlock. I'm going to hold my hands away from my body, with my arms away from my body, with my hands open to show I don't got a weapon. I'm not resisting. I'm not doing nothing.
Okay.
Say like, sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean that is. I mean I had to. I just wanted to. Hi.
This isn't where I parked my car.
How did you sneak in here?
Uh,
Answer honestly. She kind of squeezes you a little bit, and you can tell she is even like she looked like she was pretty tough, but your head is in her grasp. She's stronger than she looks, and she already looked pretty strong.
Your guards are lightweights.
What? Huh? What? Explain.
We were drinking, and
What
I
am I-
just wanted to. I. He said you were pretty.
She groans, and she kind of turns you around and pushes you into the room,
Ugh.
so you fall on your like fall forward onto your hands and knees.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh.
And no, she does not approach you. And she crosses her arms, looking flustered and pissed. God,
Understandably.
why? Why would you sneak in here, you fool?
Um, I think you kind of laid it out for right there. You nailed it.
Why?
You answered your own question.
Biggest fool there
Do
is.
you realize that I have to choose now whether I have to swear you to secrecy or I have to have you executed?
I like one of those options considerably better than the other. I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
I'm sure you do. But can I? But she starts pacing back and forth, running a hand over her face.
Did you
I-
still have him in a headlock?
I think I've
No,
proven.
she let him go.
I think I've proven myself as a trustworthy individual.
He stops and she looks at you like, "What? What are you talking about? You've barely done anything."
You know
Well,
what?
not
That's a
to
fair
you,
point.
but
You should kill him.
Damn.
She like puts her hand and puts like presses her fingers on her nose at a frustrated expression.
So, well, I was gonna speak up while she's sitting there exasperated. How come you hide your face? You're really pretty.
Because I look like an Oni. Is that
Oh.
not obvious?
Which one
Oh,
of the wives was that? Damn.
well, I don't take this the
Not the
wrong
one you'd
way,
expect.
but I did kill an Oni once. Cut his head right off. You're a lot prettier than he was. Just saying. You know, I wouldn't say. There's not much of a resemblance.
Okay. Well, let me use that example to illustrate my point. What would you say that Oni did where you found him? What kind of person was he? What was the things he got up to?
Let's see. Shape-shifting, trickery,
Mm-hmm.
murder.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
He can
Bone
fly
eating.
and turn invisible. Can you do that?
No, I cannot do that.
Oh, well, you're not much of an Oni, are you?
Stares at you.
I
Be
mean,
cool. Come
wait,
on.
was that racist? I'm sorry. It's
I could crush your head like a melon.
oh, I'm sure you could.
No, I mean I will just squish it between my hands like I am crushing a bug. It will not be pleasant.
If this has got to happen either way, can I suggest?
Look, I don't want to kill anyone for seeing my face. But here's the thing. As you said, Onis, most Onis, have a reputation for being ruthless, bloodthirsty demons. So, let me pose you a question. What do you think would happen if the people of my city and my nation found out that their ruler and the rulers and their my ancestors and my predecessors were all bloodthirsty demons to their eyes? How would you think that would go over?
Well, when you put
Let
it
me
that
give you
way,
an answer. Not great. Not great. Not to mention what it would do for my political opponents.
I think I see what you're saying.
Do you? Do you realize the position you put me in then?
Yes. My bad.
It puts her hands on her face and rolls them down it.
Wait. So I'm the only one who's seen your face?
No.
Oh.
Everyone in this section of the castle has seen my face. They know what I look like. I trust them.
Well, as it just so happens, I too am in this section of the castle.
There is a window behind you. Do you know how many stories up we are? It's a lot.
Is this going to you throwing me out the window because I really not like that?
It might, depending on how you continue this conversation. Did you come here alone?
Absolutely. Well,
You didn't, did you?
listen.
You can hear out through in the hall. Lyle! Where are you?
I think I'm the only one who's seen your face.
All right. Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Let's think about this
He says
rationally.
yourself. Let's think about this rationally. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Why? If the answer to this question is because you want to know if I was attractive or not, I will punch you very hard. So I suggest that you think very carefully about your answer, all right?
Okay.
Why did you want to see what I look like? What led you to be suspicious of me?
Lyle's gonna think carefully. He's gonna
Think carefully.
He's seeing his list of multiple choice options. He's gonna scroll down from A, B, and C, and then go down to D.
Oh no.
What answer is D?
He's gonna say.
All of the above.
Ah!
He's gonna say.
Both B and C.
He says, "I'm going to be very honest with you. There were many factors that contributed to these questionable decisions I've made.
All right. Can you give me an answer that will not lead me to punching you?
I'm not convinced that's the case, but I will. But I'm going to be honest.
I really suggest you try.
I will. Listen.
I'm listening.
Put yourself in my position. You're being hunted by killer birds and killer knights and killer dragon dudes and the occasional Oni. You know, just saying. No offense. But just saying.
Continue, please.
You end up coming here. You're trying to help your friend. My boy Eldon, you might know him. He's great. You're suddenly brought into an audience with a royal who refuses to show their face and reveal their identity. And you're supposed to just take their word that they are who they say they are. That the word of them and someone who's a notorious killer. You know. Just saying. I'm sure Mr. You know, Bloody Hawk, whatever, is a stand-up guy. But he's got a reputation, and you know, I'm in this. I'm suddenly put in this position where I have to put a lot of trust in a lot of people who seem to be somewhere between sketchy and secret, the whole keeping secrets. I just wanted to know more about you, including if you were pretty or not. I just wanted
She
to know.
walks over.
I wanted to know I could trust you. Oh my god, here it comes.
She grabs your ear and twists it,
Ow!
and then shoves you a little.
Uncle. Whoa. Well, it's just gonna stumble with
This
his
is a matter of trust, and I'm gonna take it as that and ignore that last portion you said.
You are pretty,
Because
by
if
the
I
way.
don't,
Just saying.
if I don't ignore that, I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of you. And I don't like beating the shit out of people, okay? I don't like hurting people.
You can hurt me a little if you want. If it'll make you feel better.
Jesus.
Don't start. Don't
Sorry.
start with
Sorry,
me.
I'm sorry.
I can just hand you over to the guard and just throw you in the cells, in
You
the
know-
basement, in the dungeon.
I would really rather not like that and not to try and acquire leverage in a situation where I have very little, but I don't think Eldon would like that.
You
and
really.
You need his help, please. You trust Eldon, right? We'll put it that way. You trust Eldon. He trusts us. Does that not make me worthy
Here's what we're going to do.
of at least not dying?
Because this appears. Now, I'm going to ask you another question.
Well, I'm listening.
Does the rest of your party share suspicions about me?
Oh,
Are
absolutely.
they suspicious of my intentions? Are they suspicious about me because they haven't seen my face?
Well, Wei said, and not to throw him under the bus or anything, but I quote, "Do not trust these guys as far as I can throw them. I will not sleep in this castle. Goodbye."
He left the castle?
Oh,
She
yeah.
looks a little surprised. He really doesn't trust me that much? Because I didn't show my...
Well, you know, Wei is a very pure boy. He's very, very pure. He's, you know, stuff like having murder hobo as a bodyguard and hide in your face while asking for help. Those are things that, you know, like, he doesn't vibe with that. He's a very good boy. You should...
I can see why that would be suspicious. Alright. Here's what you're going to do. And you're going to do this, or you will suffer terrible consequences. And no, not fun, terrible consequences. Very bad, not fun, terrible consequences.
Okay.
That will hurt. Do you understand me?
I'm listening.
You are going to go and fetch your compatriots, and we are going to have dinner, and I'm going to show you and your compatriots my face.
Oh. Okay.
Is this acceptable to you? No, I don't care if it's acceptable to you. This is what you're going to do.
I find it acceptable for the record.
Good. I'm glad. Very good. And please go find your friend Wei and bring him as well. If I can assuage his suspicions, I would like all of us to be able to work together and not be worrying about each other's intentions.
All I can say is your faith will be well founded. The only ones who are racist are me and the old man. And not the little old man, but like the angry old man. And just for the record, I'm for whatever this is, he says. Motion his hand in the general direction of the Empress. The angry old man... I don't really mind if you kill him, just for the record.
Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send you off, and I'm gonna have this angry old man stay here with me. And if you don't do what I ask, I'm going to wring his neck. And then I'm gonna find you and have your neck wringed. Alongside many other terrible things. Okay?
You know what? I'll let you ring whatever you want.
Jesus.
Just
Hell
go.
yeah.
Just
Hell
go.
yeah,
She
boy.
turns. She
That's our
turns.
boy. That's our boy.
She turns. She opens the sliding door. All the attendants and the guard looking for Lyle look and see her, and she just kind of sighs.
So they all see Lyle with her. Is that what
She
you're
kind
saying?
of she glances back in the room. Come on.
She's pulling all the guards in,
No, she's opening
Or
the
she's
door.
calling to you.
calling to me.
She's like at the entrance of this room.
Oh,
and
she's
kind
kicking,
of
she's kicking me out. That's what you're saying.
yes, she's sending you off.
Okay.
Time to do the walk of shame, boy.
Well, I was like, can I make one request that you probably wouldn't oppose to,
Oh no.
please?
If this is a
Would you
come
hear me?
on, or if this is you attempting to flirt with me, or attempting to do anything unsavory, or anything suggestive, or anything sexual in nature, I will kill you. Now, are you still going to say what you're going to say?
I'm gonna scroll through option A, B, C, D. Settle on E.
Harris
Hold on.
waits,
Hold,
looks tired.
hold on.
No shot.
I'm gonna
Another
say,
8.
can you hit me?
Oh no.
Just so, if a guard tries to hurt me, I could already look hurt and they'll take sympathy on me, please. That's the only reason. It might make you feel better.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. She's gonna look at you. She's gonna raise her fist, and she's gonna punch you in the nose and break your nose.
Oh shit.
I'll spit
Or
on him
you,
too.
that is an option, or she can just deny you entirely. And just like not she'll punch you in the no, it's not a better option. Oh no, this is a
Give him
I
an
will-
atomic wedgie.
no, this is the worst outcome I'm offering you. You will get what you want, but she will break your nose, and you will take a condition. Or you can just not take it.
Or I could just slink away.
You can just slink away.
You know what? I'm going to say that. She's going to give me that look. I'm going to say, you know what? We can talk about that later. I'm just going to do that thing that you demanded. But it's nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Oh. Is his compatriot here at the door? And the guard opens the door, showing Gazelle to her. Gazelle, you see her. She's not hiding. You see this Oni lady.
She looks like a dragon.
Oh no.
Just saying.
She looks
Oh
like
no.
she looks pretty. She does have horns.
She's red.
Gazelle narrows his eyes.
Found it.
You're not a dragon, are you?
No. No, could you come over here, grandfather?
Yeah, granddad, please. I got lost on my way to the toilet.
I
Gazelle
would like
narrows his eyes and walks over.
would you like to have some snacks while we wait for your friends to join us for dinner?
Honey berries.
I like snacks. Do you like snacks, Barry? Looks over at Barry.
Her. He nods.
I think we could do snacks.
Very good. At least you're somewhat not immediately. All right, come with me. And you, Gazelle, will be hanging out with the Empress whilst Lyle is fetching the rest of the group.
Sweet.
Who's
All
he
right.
gonna go find first?
Lyle's gonna just give a little smile and wave to the Empress as she slams the door in his face, and then he's gonna walk away. I assume there are guards here.
What?
I assume there are guards here as Lyle's walking away.
Yes. They stare at you, pissed.
Is it the ones from
That
before?
guy who, yes, he will remember what you did to him. He is extra pissed. You might.
Lyle's gonna walk by and say, "Sorry,
You have made another enemy today.
I got lost on my way to the restroom. My bad."
Get
They're
the
gonna
fuck
be
out
in
of here,
so
you son
much
of a
trouble.
bitch!
Hey, it's not my fault. You're a lightweight, bud.
You son of a. And he goes to grab you and is like, "Nope, just let it go. You shouldn't have drank that anyway." It's like,
Later, Joel.
name's not Joel.
Lyle's just gonna
There's no L, it's Joe.
he's gonna walk away and say, "Okay, well, that was I'll call that a success." Lyle says as he kind of like
Jesus.
you know
She was indeed quite hot.
adjusts his collar and fixes his hair, strips off the attendant robe as he's walking away. he hangs it on the head of one of the other guards as he's walking by him, or hangs off his
Hey,
spear.
what
We'll
the
say that.
fuck? Ah,
Okay. Um, seeing as the ones who are still presently inside the building are Torian gang, then
now,
Lyle is
we
going to
c-
head
we
toward the
can.
commotion.
All right, we can make this as much of a thing or as little of a thing as you want to go gather up the others. So, how much does everyone want to have a little interaction with that?
A little interaction would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll just do a little thing while we hop around, and then have the whole party roll up on way and be like short Keanu.
I think that is the only thing we absolutely do have to do because that feels like would be an that
Yeah.
might be a surprise or might be something that makes them more suspicious, both Alden and Way.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be actually a thing we should do.
Absolutely.
But let's do a little thing first with Otto and Tori and Napano.
All right.
You come upon Otto, Tori, and Apano just kind of chilling with the rest of the servants, having a good time. Otto has drinking booze. Tori and Apano look a little tipsy, and so do some of the servants.
God damn it. It's-
Your Windows requires an update.
Wow, you really need to cut back, apparently. Otto, you're... Sound like you're having issues over there.
Oh, Lord.
My bad.
Something's breaking.
I'm having some audio issues over here because, frankly, my headphone jack is breaking. This is like the 4th time it's glitched out. Like if I move in such a way that my cord pretty much causes the connection to even nudge like you dropped a feather on it, it causes loud cracking sounds in my ears and occasionally causes the headphones to disconnect and reconnect.
Jeez.
So I might need to, in the long term, replace that. In the short term, I might just get another pair of headphones that are like USB that I could use in the meantime. But that is a problem for later. So yes, Lyle's going to stumble upon this scene. Everybody's drinking and having fun, making a ruckus. Otto's going to maybe be glitching out a little bit. Making Windows noises.
Tori's going to see Lyle coming up, and she's going to be like, "Hey, Lyle, sit down. Look at this. We've been feeding Otto drinks, and now it seems like he's breaking. I don't know. It's funny, though."
Lyle's going to observe the scene for a moment and be like, man, I should have stayed here. I can't believe I'm missing out on this. Hey, buddy, he says as he sits down between Tori and Otto and looks over at Otto. You doing all right?
I drink a lot.
I can see that. You smell like... He leans forward and... me after a long night. You know
Well,
what?
he doesn't smell as bad as you, but yeah.
Thanks. And he's gonna grab a goblet of wine from the table. He's like, I need this right now. And takes a nice long gulp, chugs down before setting it
Where
back
were
down.
you, Lyle?
You know what? That's a really interesting story that I'm sure you all will appreciate in time. But,
In time.
He's technically not wrong.
I actually need yours and Tori's help, and oh, it's still here. He looks like he's looking at Napano. Hey, oh, you know what? The distraction might be good. Never mind. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm getting distracted. You guys know where Adam and the others are?
They're probably around here somewhere. Why?
Well, you know what? You guys look like you could use some food other than dumplings and alcohol. He says, noting the mashed, half-eaten, half-regurgitated, smushed dumplings all over Otto's lips.
Noodles too.
Oh,
I don't know. After watching him smash that food in his face, I'm not really hungry right now.
You know what? That's unfortunate because we have a mandatory dinner with Her Highness, who would like to speak to us regarding some very important matters.
The Empress?
Yeah, her.
There's murmurings amongst the crowd. Oh, the Empress! They're gonna dinner the Empress? Oh,
We're
Wait a second. Napano's a little bit tipsy. You're acting more shifty than usual.
No, I'm not.
What are you up to?
This is a perfectly reasonable level of shifty for my character. Thank you.
No, she's right. You wait a minute. You did something, didn't you?
I wish.
Oh my God, you did.
You know what?
What did you do?
Keep your voices down. There's a lot of ears, and they look angry.
they're not that angry. They're just like, oh, this is just juicy gossip now. They're all paying attention to you.
And he's like,
Lyle,
what? What is it?
did you get in trouble again?
No, of course not. And he's gonna lean on Tori and whisper, "We're gonna die if we don't do this. Let's fucking go."
What? What? Oh. Oh God damn it. Fuck. Oh. Okay, we gotta go. Oh God, I gotta shake this off. Oh shit.
Miles,
Tori like shakes her face and like shakes her wings too. It's weird.
would you like me to carry you?
No, don't touch me. You're gross.
Oh, all right.
What did you do anyway? You know what? I'm gonna find out soon enough, and you're just gonna lie to me if I ask you again.
You know what? That's a really, really insightful instinct you got there. But you're wrong. Stop. Anyways, where's He's gonna look to the crowd and says, "Anybody seen a tall, scary-looking man with a spear, a shorter, scragglier-looking man with wings, and a very foxy-looking Genji gal?"
One of the maids speaks up. Oh, I saw them earlier. They went to the training grounds, and then did the tall one with the spear did some training, and then kind of left. I think I overheard them saying something about having drinks.
Oh, that's great. Everybody's drunk. All right. You know, usually I'd be down for this, but like being the only sober one is kind of a drag.
What do you expect? Well, we're not a fucking brothel this time. God, you don't have to worry about sleazy weirdos. Except we do. And she
We
pokes
brought
Lyle.
the sleazy weirdo with us.
You know what? I deserve that. But please, let's find our trio of white-haired weirdos.
Are we
This was
all
supposed
really
to
gonna
be our-
die, or is it just gonna be you?
You're asking the wrong questions.
Okay, whatever. Let's go find Adam, Yasuo, and you and Adam's dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll find Fido.
You can find them easily enough. They're just in your rooms you were assigned. It's like the big common room, around a table.
Knocking back talking.
Adam and Yasuo are drinking. Yue looks a little tipsy. I don't know how much Adam and Yasuo can handle. Probably a lot.
New
Right?
Constitution saving throw.
Probably, yeah.
Adam
Aye.
probably can for sure. Yeah. If it's sake, he's probably had stronger from wherever he's at. Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they drink.
I think he's fine. He's probably fine.
They drink
Yeah.
that paint thinner up in Olkheim.
Yasuo doesn't look like he's even feeling it. Yue looks a little tipsy. She's like smiling and like giggling to herself. And she's petting Shere Khan's head repeatedly and poking him and just kind of playing with his head.
That's a good doggy.
Maybe who's a good little Drake? Who's a cute little Drake? Oh, aren't you cute? And he just cups his cheeks and pretends he's a dog.
Adam just kind of laughs, but it does look like Shere Khan's at least enjoying the attention, so he doesn't really pay it too much mind.
Oh yes, you are. You're a good little Drake. And then the
He
door
just
opens. Oh, go on.
He kind of looks like to Yasuo. Is like, so there we were, all surrounding this Oni. After busting into this this damn dirty place, and of all the people, the damn thief cuts his head off.
That can't be true. Have you seen that boy's arms? There's no way. he can
Oh,
cut off a head.
right?
You told me to not be a bitch, okay?
Door opens. That's
Oh.
what you. That's what Lyle says.
No, you're right. I did tell you that. That's fair.
Oh, good. He's back.
Mom!
Okay.
Otto! She gets up wobbly and hurries over to Otto and hugs him. You're a
He's
good boy.
so wet.
Why are you so wet? Otto, what happened?
Be right back.
Why are you so wet? Why
Your
are you
you're-
so stinky?
your son is the champion drinker of the castle.
No way.
Otto, wait, you drank alcohol? Are you drunk? Can you get drunk? There's so many things about you I don't understand sometimes. Can you get drunk? How are you feeling?
I drink a lot.
Oh,
It got everywhere.
Otto.
Everybody was very happy with me.
Oh, that's great. I'm very happy for you, but I'm gonna have to give you a bath later. And come with me. Let's go sit down.
I was like, oh,
Tell me that.
let's not sit down
What?
yet. Hold on.
Well,
Hey, you need me to carry you?
Don't worry, I got this. Lyle fucked up again.
Not. Okay, well,
that's a surprise. Yasuo says, dead-faced.
I barely know you, old man.
And
Yeah,
I
but
already
he-
know that this
yeah.
is normal for you.
He did call it.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh,
Got me
so,
dead right.
Yeah.
So what's the damage?
We're we are being summoned into the Empress's chambers for dinner. You tell me. Personally, I think that sounds pretty sweet.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Or
If we
you
don't
being
attend, we
forced
will all
to
be killed.
dodge. Yeah,
Okay,
see?
there we go.
There it
There's the rub.
There it is.
She already has Gazelle.
He sips his sake. The 10 coin says that it's only him that'll be killed.
Mm.
Definitely, all of us. It's very important. We're all in this together, okay?
Well, we have drank a lot of booze. We could use some food.
See, that's the
point.
spirit.
Yeah, this stuff's not bad, but yeah, I think some food would do me some good.
We need to find Way in Eldon. Did they say where they were going other than far away? And
They just didn't want to. Well, Way just didn't want to sleep here, so
Wait,
probably.
I can find them. I've got the rock.
please don't use. I think
Whoa.
Your
Okay.
good judgment is not here. Let's see.
Wait, they said don't do that.
Mm,
Wait.
well,
Eldon
drunk.
said, Eldon said that I would do it. He would make me a rock, or
make you safe.
it won't make me that safe.
well, it's
But
just like you could do it.
I'm in no shape to be using this thing anyway. It requires magical focus.
Yeah, you might accidentally just scry for like the nearest toilet.
Yui speaks. I could do it.
Hey, Yue, why don't... Do you need me to carry you?
You already asked that question.
You're right. Don't let him carry
I keep asking.
My answer's not gonna change, silly.
you. I bet people outside saw them leave.
Leans on Otto. Hugs Otto. Despite that he's sticky. You're
Oh.
sticky.
I can get you sticky. Sorry,
You're gross.
I'm not... I mean,
Maybe we should
Sure.
ask the Empress to kill you anyway.
you know what?
Be a lot less trouble.
Now that's an idea, says Yasuo.
I hate you guys.
Curry favor.
I do want to have dinner with her though. This could be good.
Same.
It's not good because Lyle made this happen and we can be killed for it. Which, you know, that's probably the worst invitation to dinner I've ever received.
I've honestly
it's
had
right
worse,
there.
but you know.
Agreed. Let's go find your samurai friend. I can find him. You're all too lightweights. I can handle it.
To be
Yasuo
fair,
stands
I've
up.
barely had anything to drink. I'm shockingly sober, and I don't like it.
Right, but you can't find him because you're a fool.
I could totally find them.
Well, let's go.
All right, let's lead the way, old man.
All right. Well,
I'm just like imagining he's actually just like wobbling as he stands. Like he holds it well, but he's actually kind of also a lightweight.
He stands up. His body just goes solid like a plank, and he just falls back.
he gets up. He looks like he's gonna take. He just stumbles. Like, oh. He just takes a breath, and just keeps going forward. He toughs it out. He toughs it out. He's okay.
Let's
He doesn't
see
let it show.
Sniff him out with that long Tengu nose. Let's go, buddy.
Oh my god.
Adam just kind of like sticks a finger in his ears. Like, anyone else hear that? No, nobody. Okay.
Okay. Way, you and Alden, you're having a good time. You've probably eaten all your noodles. You've had a good drink. Maybe you're a little tipsy. You don't know. I don't
He
know.
doesn't drink
So,
alcohol.
suddenly there's like
Okay.
10 people standing outside the inn looking like this. Like
Eldon is
wait.
not also. If you're not partaking, he's not partaking. He's just having a nice cup of some other beverage with you. And then you see your party, led by the old man Yasuo, entering the room, looking a little less tipsy, but still pretty tipsy, probably.
Oh joy. That doesn't look good.
Wait,
No.
Alden.
Over here.
Eldon, if you hide your face, maybe they won't notice you.
Well, we should. I mean, they're gonna.
My boys, my friends, trusted compatriots.
Hi, Lyle. How you
Lyle!
doing?
How's it going?
I've got an interesting proposition for the two of you.
Oh, yeah?
God. How many dice do we have to roll for this one now? Who are you trying to swindle?
I'm not trying to swindle anybody. You want to have dinner with us?
I mean, we kind of just ate.
Well, you know what? You look like you could use some dessert.
Where do you want to have dinner at?
As prisoners in the Empress's chambers.
Alden blinks, looks at Way.
What? What did you do?
Why is it always, what did I do? Look at the rest of these. I'm the only one that looks sober right now.
That's his fault.
It-
Why do you even have to?
Yue speaks up. It is his fault.
You know,
we were just drinking.
we're not offended. We already know that you don't believe him.
Minding our own business in the common area, trying to have a night off.
I was just petting this nice doggo, and she pats the Drake.
well,
That was
like,
a good story.
well, like, as you can see, I'm the only sane one in this situation, and I require your assistance.
That'll be fine.
What?
Adam's a
You
little
guys will be
sane.
okay. I'll deal with the Empress in the morning.
No,
Afraid
what-
that's not an option, buddy.
Wait, we have to go.
Please, please
Yeah, it's
wait.
not really-
Please wait. I'm
Not
begging
a whole
you.
lot of
Why
not a
does
whole lot of choice.
I'm begging you, my
why
boy.
does he have to go?
He
You have
listen.
Does
Listen.
he?
Okay. Listen. Here. Lyle's gonna come and he's gonna sit down at the table with Eldon and Wei instead of just standing around making a scene. He's gonna say in a hushed voice, "Listen, the Empress, as a show of good faith, wants to share some more information with us so that we could be proven as trustworthy, not just us to her, but her to us. She wants to be real with us now. And
Why wasn't she real before then?
you know what? At the risk of... He's scrolling through his options. A, B, C, D.
Chrome loading wheel.
It's not my place to say.
It's mandatory.
I will say, however, that if she... This is an opportunity to prove trust going both ways, so that possibly we could either assist her while feeling more at ease about what we're getting ourselves into, and so she could know whether or not she has to execute us.
Execute us? Why would she execute
Hold up a
us?
second there.
What?
Adam just kind of
Huh?
raises an eyebrow, seeing the reaction, but he doesn't say anything yet.
Why is execution on the table?
It's a
What?
long story, and
What did you-
it's very boring story. I think you should just please come with me, or else.
What did you do?
What did you do?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you on the way. What do you
You're
say?
trying to use my name as much as possible, aren't you?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Alden rubs his face.
What do you say? Have I convinced you, my buddy, bestest pal? Please,
I want to know what you did.
I'm gonna die if you don't come.
What
with
did you
me.
steal?
I didn't steal
I'm
anything.
sure we'll
Did
find
you steal
out.
the painting?
I stole a glance. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ori pops up. If he stole a painting, he would be dead already. We might all be dead already.
It's a-
We were sitting in the common room. We have lots of witnesses. We weren't affiliated with whatever he did.
No. Why don't? No. What do you mean you stole a glance? You snuck into a room, didn't you?
I didn't not do. Well, you, you're asking a lot of questions, and we're.
You did.
You what?
You did.
Oh my gods!
You
I've been
kept
like-
saying that she was hot, and you wanted to see her face.
Oh, sorry. I need a drink of water back at the castle, please.
Why does she want to kill us, though?
Can we tie him up and have Yasuo keep an eye on the new prisoner?
Oh, I'd really rather you did. I really rather you didn't.
This idea.
He chuckles at that.
Guys,
Yes, oddball.
where's Gazelle?
I told you he's already been taken. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that she has Gazelle, by the way.
You, what? Huh?
You left him with. Oh boy.
Yeah, so we should
Oh
probably,
boy.
we should probably go check that out.
No, if she's serious about killing all of us, maybe we should at least convince her not just to kill Lyle.
You know what? I can get behind on that plan. Let's go.
You know what? I think there's a lot of great ideas floating around. We don't have to settle on any one just yet. We should weigh all our options.
Yes, we should let's just go.
But Lyle,
let's just go remedy the situation.
Well, you are just one now. That's better than all.
You're very drunk, aren't you?
No.
I'll see you tonight.
Okay.
Are we just fast forwarding to the banquet now?
I think because it's almost 9, we
I
should
think it's
probably.
yeah.
I will end off on this. Gazelle, you're sitting in like a dining room with the Empress. You have a plate of snacks in front of you. She's gonna sit with you. She's just kind of chilling. Maybe she's having a conversation with you. What are you talking about? Just a nice scene to end on. That like you're fine actually.
You're chilling.
You're just chilling. You're having a nice time.
So anyway, there I was. There were 5 dragons over there.
You
I
5
punched.
dragons, huh? You punched them
Wow.
into
They
a
were-
mountain.
I say a little bit over a mountain, but you know, it's semantics.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, and then I learned to breathe fire.
You can breathe fire?
Yeah, it's
Huh.
a little painful.
You think you could show me? She holds up a snack as if ready, like offering to throw it up into the air.
Sure.
Alright.
Just breezing, ready.
She hucks into the air, like into the air that's like pat, and there's like a big table, so it just like it would burn just the thing that she threw, the little confection.
And he just like rears his head back and like throws his head forward and blasts like a just a beam of fire.
God.
How big of a beam of fire?
She whistles like, "Wow, that's impressive."
Is the ceiling?
I know.
Is the ceiling okay?
Oh, probably gonna. And she looks at the little hole in the ceiling. It's like, well, I should probably get someone to do that, handle that. Wait for you for a second. No, you're
Sorry
fine. You're good. And you just continue to have a nice time with the Empress as the party goes to join you, and whatever conversation this is gonna be.
Let's continue for another 2 hours.
No, I have to go to work tomorrow.
I don't like it when you go to work, Majay.
Well, wish didn't have to, but I do. So too bad.
Every time Majay ends D&D and goes to work, I don't see him for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Correct. I am a hermit.
Works for 2
Can't
weeks.
believe
You
you've done
could
this
post
much.
in the chat more, just saying.
Yeah, join us, Majay. Join us.
Yes.
One of
Get
us.
into
Why
political
not?
arguments
One of
with my parent LCX every day.
Let's go.
I refuse to bow to peer pressure.
No, you have to roll to do
Majay,
that.
What do I
love
roll?
you.
I'll roll the parlay for Majay.
You fail.
Hold on, I got
You need
this.
double sixes. You need double sixes. What the
Bitch.
fuck?
Got you, boy.
That's not double sixes. That's not double sixes. That's a 5 and a 6. Doesn't count.
Nope.
That's two sixes. That's a 12.
If you roll your mouse over the result, it's a 5 plus a 6 plus a 1.
Ah, you fucker.
That's two
Some-
sixes if you put it together.
Semantics wins the day.
Come on, I got the fuck.
That's 2 5s though, maybe.
You know what?
All right.
Fuck you, Majay. Damn.
I got halfway there.
We'll get him
All
next
right.
time. Okay,
Let's wrap this up.
so we're gonna end with the whole party heading to meet the princess / empress.
Yes.
Except for Gazelle, who's already having a good time with her.
All right. I'm going to ask the 3 questions. If we're all good.
Unless
Did we discover something new and important about the world or characters?
I'm gonna say so.
I would say yes.
Okay.
So that's 1 XP. Did you newly visit or significantly alter a memorable location? I would say that's probably no. Not
No.
really.
No.
No.
Probably not this time.
We didn't even get by the night.
Yeah.
Still the night before.
Yeah, we were gonna start the next morning, and then we were like, "What if we just do a few things before?" And now it's like the whole
Whoops.
session.
So much for a long rest.
Yeah, right.
Did we overcome a notable obstacle, enemy, or challenge?
That's questionable.
Nah.
I mean,
Feel like
Lyle saw the princess or the
Yeah.
Empress.
All
He
he had
did
to
not
do it
get
was get
executed on the
past 2
spot.
guards, and he had help. I would say no.
Probably not this time.
I would argue that he did. He should have been executed on the spot if he failed that check, but he didn't even get off with the broken nose, so I think he overcame the thing.
If nothing else, Nightmare got it for his own personal, character EXP trait.
My alignment thing does say avoid detection or infiltrate a location, and I think I succeeded that one today.
I would
He
say so.
definitely got
So
that,
I
yeah.
will. I
Yeah.
will say that you as a group did not do that, but Lyle, through his alignment thing, did get that. So we'll say no for the group, but Lyle gets that. So everyone gets 1 XP for the end of the session thing, and the rest is up to you guys to determine if you accomplish something, or if you followed your goals, etc.
No,
All right.
I just fucked off the entire session.
Hey, sometimes you need sessions to just fuck off. It's fine.
Hey, Tori is in a very stressful place. She needs this, or else she's gonna die.
Yeah, she's finally getting drunk and letting loose and having a good time, and then Lyle's like, by the way, we're in trouble.
I got us all in trouble. Sorry.
By the way, we might all die.
That was great.
I was gonna say earlier, as remarkably, when Lyle is not drunk is when he gets in trouble. When he is
Yeah.
drunk, he's not actually getting in trouble.
He does behave himself when he's drunk, usually. Well, not. I
Typically.
wouldn't say that, but he doesn't usually
I mean,
invite
I don't think he
He doesn't
behaves
get into
himself,
trouble.
really.
It's
I don't
diff-
think that happens.
the different levels of magnitude for the trouble.
Yeah.
he knows how to pace himself.
Well, you didn't answer the question of what does the princess look like, and we found out that she's an Oni girl.
It's pretty hot
Yeah.
too. To say.
Manje,
Yeah.
maybe this is a question to ask the Empress in person next time, but you mentioned that her parents were also Oni, that she wasn't like alone in that.
She implied that yes, that is the case. However, as Tori I told in the beginning, that her parents did not hide their face, and
Yeah.
for as far as Tori knows, she didn't know they were Oni, and she doesn't know that now.
She
Okay.
will soon know that the daughter is.
Yeah, that is the question I was gonna ask, is if they were
Or at
also
least looks
Oni,
like
how'd
it.
they get off with not hiding their faces?
That's a good question.
Save it
That's
for
the
next
thing.
time.
Yes, that is a good question and good observation.
Ironic.
And from the implications of what she said, seems to be an inconsistency.
Interesting. The plot thickens.
She never actually said she wasn't. Just that she looks like it. So, we'll
That's
see.
true.
Also true.
Yeah, she could be cursed.
Or something.
She's definitely not uncursed right now.
Because he'll probably help with that.
Cursed with these
Being the great
gains.
sorcerer he is.
That was a good session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good.
That was fun.
Pretty good. Good job.
Did we end the recording? Let's end the recording.
Let's end the recording.
Goodbye.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Timer.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
Booty
YouTube.
butt.
Dicks.
Well, huh?